I've just created the ultimate LEGO wish list, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down my top 10 must-have sets, and hopefully I'll help you discover some new sets so you can add it to your wish list, especially with Black Friday and the holidays coming up. Let's get right into it. And instead of my usual least expensive to most expensive, this is going to be done by my subjective need for the set in reverse order. Let's get to number 10. The River Steamboat 21356. It's $329.99 and has 4,090 pieces. I've seen this one in store and it looks incredible. I do have to say with this one, the pictures do not do it justice. It looks absolutely incredible and the build looks like it would be so much fun. I know some people are into modes of transportation like planes or trains or boats, and I'm not one of those people, but I've got to get this set. I'm not a massive Disney adult, but to me, this really reminds me of the Mark Twain at Disneyland. And I have fond memories of it, even though I don't think I've ever ridden it, or if I did, I was too young to remember. It does remind me of a very romanticized period of American history. In my mind, I see this set and I think like somebody's on there on a luxury experience, hearing jazz music and getting ready to head into a big city to fulfill their American dream. It's probably the little flags on this one, actually. That's probably exactly why I'm thinking that. Number 9, Home Alone 21330. It's $299.99 and has 3,955 pieces. Home Alone is such an iconic movie. It literally just turned 35 years old, but still used in memes all the time today. And if you ask people to turn on a Christmas movie, there's a good chance that it would be Home Alone. I'm actually going to rewatch it this Christmas season too. I like to watch it actually most years now. In my opinion, as someone who's seen it a few times, I think this set totally does the franchise justice. It is a rare 360 set, which you don't see a lot of. Usually when you see sets, it's got like 3 walls and then the back wall is open. This one is one with a back wall. I haven't built it, obviously, but I have seen photos and it looks like the back wall swings open so you can still access the inside and see the inside. It has a ton of great scenes from the movie portrayed, including the stair scene, which is absolutely incredible. The side builds are really, really cool with the plumbing van and then also the treehouse. Also, the lighting kits on this make it look crazy good. It's been out for quite a few years, but I haven't seen any retiring rumors, so I'll get it definitely one day before it retires. Number 8, the Grand Piano 21323. It's $399.99 and has 3,662 pieces. I missed out on the typewriter and I definitely don't want it to happen with this set. One of my husband's friends has this set and definitely when we go over, I catch myself staring at it a lot. I know that sounds stupid, but I really, really like this set. I also might pick it up and play with it a little bit. Honestly, its functionality reminds me a lot of the Technic cars I've built. The key cover can be lifted, the keys can be pressed, the pedals can be pressed, and then the seat is adjustable. But for something with that many technical functions, it looks beautiful. You would have no idea from looking at it how much technical work goes into it, but it looks like such a great challenge. Plus, we also have a piano in our house, and I kind of want to build it and then put it on top of the piano. Number 7, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Cottage, 43242. It's $219.99 and has 2,228 pieces. I've got to jump on this one in a day or two because it keeps selling out and it is retiring very, very soon. As of like literally right now, I checked it. Actually, hold on. I have the link pulled up here. Yeah. It is still sold out. It's sold out and I've been watching that like a hawk because sometimes it will say sold out and then all of a sudden restock. So I'm watching it. There's a few movies I feel like I watched a lot as a kid and Snow White was definitely one of them. In case you're curious, it was also Cinderella and Thumbelina. Like, shout out if you know Thumbelina because I feel like nobody does. To me, this looks adorable and it has a color scheme that we don't see a lot in Lego sets, which really draws me to this set. The minifigures to me also look perfect and honestly, this whole set looks so well done. It's like a fan created this set. It does include the glass coffin scene, which kind of wigs me out as an adult, but that's fine. Number 6, Rivendell 10316. It's $499.99 and has 6,167 pieces. Bet you thought this was a set I'd leave off, but I didn't. It's right here. I haven't rewatched Lord of the Rings in a long time, but Rivendell is definitely one of those things that I very much remember from the movies, and honestly, this feels like a fantastic portrayal. Also, this is not my original thought. Actually, Tiago Catarino said this, and I was like, oh my gosh, so true. This set to me comes off like the design team was massive Lord of the Ring fans and figured, hey, I'm not going to get to do this again with this franchise. And so then they put so much care into this set and it really shows. It is truly beautiful. And I think even separate from being a Lord of the Rings set, this could be an architecture set and it would be crazy popular. It is beautiful. By the way, if you made it to this point in the video, because I kind of like to troll people a little bit, if you wouldn't mind commenting something to the fact of like how I left this set off of my list, because I think that would be funny. Because a lot of people read the comments before actually like watching enough of the video, so we can kind of pull a little prank on them. Also, if you got pranked, that's why. But let's prank people together. Wholesome pranks only. Going back to the set, the value on this one is honestly insane. And with this one, I have not heard of anyone who built the set and didn't absolutely love it. So it's definitely one I've got to try. Number 5, Barad-dûr 10333. It's $459.99 and has 5,471 pieces. So I feel like this is a very hot take, and it's going to ruffle some feathers that I put Barad-dûr above Rivendell. I'm only human. It's really tall, and it looks cool, and it's got fun colors, so I want it more. Also, I've seen a lot of videos where people have taken off like the top of it and then put the tops of other Lego sets, and it kind of works. Like somebody did that with the Tuxedo Cat, and I really want to try that. And yeah. I also want to be able to do that too, because that looks fun. I need to try it. I need to know how that feels to do that. I also think this is so much more of a recognizable part of the franchise than Rivendell is. Not that Rivendell isn't stunning, but like you look at that and you're like, Lord of the Rings, instantly. I love the color scheme, and honestly it just feels so different for a Lego set. I really, really want to try it out. Funny enough, when I was constructing this list, I really wanted to put the motorized lighthouse on here, but then I was looking at this one and I'm like, see, but that's got an eye, and the color scheme and the dimension to it just looks more fun to me than the motorized lighthouse. So we got Barad-dûr. There's not gonna be a motorized lighthouse because Barad-dûr made it. Yeah, like Barad-dûr just kind of scratches that. Sometimes I just like sets that are tall. I just bought Eiffel Tower. Number 4, Titanic 10294. It's $679.99 and has 9,090 pieces. This is an iconic set. Honestly, if it wasn't for James Cameron though, I don't know how interested I would be in the Titanic, but like, man, my whole childhood, that was a really, really big movie. I've seen this one in stores quite a few times, and I really, really want it. It's like Barad-dûr's like tall, and this one's just like really long, so I really want it. But I also am like, where are you gonna put this thing? That's a little bit of an issue with this set, not gonna lie. If it's tall, then I'm okay, but like, the length is kind of an issue, but I guess I don't really need a dining room table. It's like 53 inches long, and like, it'll fit on my dining room table. We can just eat around it. Yeah, like it's not that thick, so technically it'd be fine. Oh wait, I have cats. Yeah, that's not a good idea. I've heard this is an amazing build though, and the internal looks absolutely incredible. There's also some lighting kits for this one, and I'm not gonna lie, it makes them look just chef's kiss, absolutely amazing. This is another set where I feel like I've heard nothing but good things from people who have built it. So it's definitely one I want to get my hands on pretty dang badly. I think this one would be higher on my list if I didn't just buy a massive set. But because I did, I feel like I already have that like need for a project build kind of like fulfilled. So I feel like usually this would be like a 2 or 3. But right now, not quite there. Number 3, the Botanical Garden 21353. It's $329.99 and has 3,792 pieces. This came out earlier this year before the channel was monetized, so I was doing a lot more smaller and less expensive builds. Now my AdSense offsets how much I'm spending on Lego. Some months I am spending a few $100s on Lego, and some months it covers it. So that definitely has helped me crack into these bigger builds. I really want to get this one and get the 32 by 32 base plates and then see if I can make it work into a modular city. I really, really am convinced that I could make it look like a private park sort of situation, kind of like those ones that you see in London. I have a whole idea for it in my head, and when I get the set, I will 100% do a video and explain it to you. Number 2, Tudor Corner 10350. It's $229.99 and has 3,266 pieces. I just mentioned I'm a modular fan, and this is the only one at retail that I do not have. I do have the Natural History Museum to build, but I haven't gotten to that yet, and also a boutique hotel to do a double boutique hotel because I already have one of those sets built, but this is the only one I'm missing. It did come out earlier this year, so I kind of had the same situation with AdSense, but I'll be fine on this one now. So it's definitely one that I'm looking to getting very soon. I do know that there's a new modular coming out in January or February. So I'll probably get that one first and then circle back to Tudor Corner. But that one's really cool because it has like a little apartment. So at least there's housing for one person. Technically, the boutique hotel has hotel rooms, but there's not a lot of apartments in these Lego cities. And then my first one is the Italian Riviera 21359. It's $299.99 and has 3,251 pieces. I have been dying to get my hands on this set, and if I didn't end up getting the set that I did on Insider's Day, I literally said I would get this one instead because I want it so bad. For a long time, it's been my number 2, but I just got my number 1 set, so it moved up a position. I've been watching the set since it was in the gathering support phase of Lego ideas, so for me, this is one I have been highly anticipating. While some changes have been made since it got approved to it actually releasing, they really kept the spirit of the set alive, and I'm honestly like, oh, I want that set so badly. I keep saying, I'm going to go get it, I'm going to go do it. And then I'm like, hey, you got a backlog problem. We're not doing that. Italian Riviera wasn't my number 1 set always, but it just moved up because I did buy the Lego Eiffel Tower. So obviously that set wasn't mentioned in this video. But there are some other sets that I feel like you guys would be like, wait, why is this not on here? And I want to explain why. I left off the Death Star, Millennium Falcon, Jabba's Sail Barge, and the Ventator class Republic attack ship, because honestly, they look really cool, but I'm not into Star Wars, so spending that much money for a Star Wars set, it's not going to be in my top 10. Actually, I didn't include the new Star Trek set, the high-end Harry Potter sets, Arkham Asylum, the Marvel sets, or the Technics, kind of for that same reason. Razor Crest didn't make the cut because while I do love the Mandalorian, the price per piece is kind of getting me on that one. It's very similar pieces to Ninjago City Markets, but Ninjago City Markets is so much less expensive. And the Black Pearl is neat, but it's lower on my list because of the price. And finally, the Goonies set and Pac-Man would be my number 11 and 12, so they get an honorary mention here. Disney Castle, Beauty and the Beast Castle, Eiffel Tower, Ninjago City Markets, and the Hogsmeade Collector's Edition all aren't on this list because I have them already. I do have a video of the Disney Castle and the Hogsmeade, and then my Beauty and the Beast Castle video will be coming out next week. Ninjago City Markets and Eiffel Tower might be a little bit longer. I also want to say thank you so much for choosing to watch my videos out of all the videos on YouTube. I'm a small channel, so it really means a lot when people do that. By the way, if you wouldn't mind tapping subscribe, I am trying to hit 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I think it's going to be kind of a hard one to hit, but if you wanted to help me on that, that'd be great, because if you watch to this point, you probably would like my other content. And with that said, I will see you guys next time. All right, bye. Oh, ow, I hit my nail. Bye.